Hey y'all, and welcome to our team call. I am super excited to talk to y'all today about things I'm doing in my business. It is February, and you might be thinking, okay, this year I set these goals and I'm off to such a great start, and I'm so excited about this month to continue at that momentum. Or you might be thinking, ugh, I set all these goals, January came and went, and I didn't reach them, and I'm not accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish. But it's a new month, okay? So wipe the slate clean. Whether you were doing awesome or you need a reboot, now is the time, okay? So I am going to share with y'all a few things that I'm doing, and I know by the end of the call, you are going to feel like you have a plan and you can get started implementing that, okay? So I am currently reading the 12-week year, and it's awesome, so I highly recommend it. So I'm reading this, and I wanted to share some things that the book talks about that I have actually already started implementing last month. Before I was reading this book, I was really focusing on what do I want, what do I see my future, and how do I get there? And that is key, because like I've told y'all before, when I started this business, I thought reaching Success Club every single month was going to move me forward. And as long as I reached Success Club, I was good to go. Well, that's great. And my business did move forward. And every month I did have more and more challengers, and I had a steady income. So it looked successful, and it was, but I had a bigger vision. I just didn't know how to get there. And every year I'd think, this is the, well, it's 2 years of coaching, but like every time I would reset my goals, I would think, this is it. This is when I'm going to reach that huge goal, or this is the year I'm going to be an elite coach, or I'm going to become a 5-star. But I never sat down and said, okay, if I want to be 5-star, what does that look like? Besides getting 5 diamonds, what does that truly look like in my business? And so it might sound like a lot, but it's not, okay? It's step by step that you can do in your business. So the first thing, okay, is your emotional connection. I want to read for you a few things from this book. To execute successfully, it is essential to have a strong emotional stake to the outcome. The critical first step to executing well is creating and maintaining a compelling vision of the future that you want even more than you desire your own short-term comfort, and then aligning your short-term goals and plans with the long-term vision. So I love that, because it's more about your short-term discomfort, or, when you're like, oh, I really want to just go sit on the couch and turn on Parenthood, and, the kids are gone, my husband's not home from work yet, I just want to veg out and watch Parenthood. But that's a short-term, easy, quick fix of you're going to feel good, okay? But does that give you that future that you wanted? So instead, what I do is say, oh, I really want to go sit down and watch Parenthood. But then I remember my emotional connection to why I'm in this business, which I will share. And so instead of going and sitting on the couch, I say, okay, I want to do that, but I want to be a step closer to my vision and my goals with this business. So instead, I'm going to sit down, do my power hour, or, maybe I'll say I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do 20 invites. I'm going to send out those invites, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm going to get on that couch and watch Parenthood. So I put my priorities first that will get me to that vision. Okay, your desire for your short-term comfort has to be less than your desire for that long-term goal. So in order to achieve a level of performance that is greater than your current performance, you will need a vision of the future that is bigger than your present. Okay, so the first step to create a personal vision, you should define your life of what you want in all areas. Okay, so I want you right now to get out a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to think about your life and what you want. And maybe just write down these bullet points, and you can think about this after this call. But I want you to think about what you want in all areas. Your spiritual relationships, your spirituality, your relationships, your family, your income, your lifestyle and contributions to your community and such, your health. Okay, so those are just a few, and you can come up with some of your own, but just think about your life in all aspects and what do you want from it, okay, and start writing those types of things down. But this is going to help you to create your vision, and you're going to reach that next level by always having this emotional connection to why you're doing this. Because, you know, there are times when I just want to sit down and watch TV, and maybe I do. If it's been a week where I have been just hustling and conversations and I'm reaching out and I'm doing everything in my power hour, then yeah, I do set those times aside where I'm like, I am just going to veg out today. And, you know, and I take those times. But I also know that, for example, for me, Cambria is off of school on Monday. So I like to get up really early on Monday, get my workout in, start answering emails that I've received over the weekend, and get all of that done so that by the time she wakes up, I can just be present with her. I can get the older kids off to school, and Cambria and I have Cambrian Mommy Day, because that is a priority. That is a vision in my life that I see focusing on her. She goes to school Tuesday through Friday. So Tuesday, I'm going to get up early, get my workout in, get a shower. And this is now that I don't teach my live classes, but I have this ability to do that, and wake them up, get them off to school, and I'm going to grind. I'm going to work. I'm going to sit down and do whatever I need to do, my, workout, Shakeology, my connections, my invites, things that I need to do for my team, whether it's videos or whatever. I'm going to get that done, because guess what? On the weekends, I don't do any of it. I will post on social media, but I am not answering emails and doing my invites unless it's a rare weekend where Kyle's out of town and the kids are all off at grandma's and friends and I'm just sitting by myself. Then I might do some work. But otherwise, I want to be present with my family, because that is an emotional connection, a vision that I have. So knowing that during the week, I know I want to get this done now, because I want to spend time with my family when they get home from school and during the weekend. And I have a vision for my life that I don't want to go back to work. Okay, Kyle and I always said that I was going to be a stay-at-home mom until our youngest kid was in kindergarten, and then I'd go back to teaching. I don't want to do that, okay? And I decided that years ago. I just didn't know what I wanted to do, and I kept searching and searching, and finally I joined a challenge group, got results, got confidence and energy and motivation like I had never had before, and knew this is what I want. And so I made that vision of, I'm not going back to work. This is going to be my full-time job where I can stay at home with my kids, bring them lunch to school, be here when they get off the bus with a snack ready on the table or whatever. But you know, that's my emotional connection to my business. I have that vision of not going back to work and this being my full-time job. So when I don't want to do it, I can push and make myself get it done, because I am emotionally invested in my business. So that is why that first step of having an emotional connection is so important, because we all have days we just don't want to do it, you know, but my husband can't say, ugh, I just don't want to go to work today, so sorry, boss. No, he has to go. So if you treat this like your business also, and you don't give yourself that option, you just show up every day and you remember why you're doing it, you're going to enjoy doing it more, and you're going to always make it a priority and get it done. So I want you to write down those things that you envision for your life, okay? So have an emotional connection to this business and why you're in it. So then just making that a clear vision, okay? So like I said, you want to write those things down and get a clear vision for where you want to go, and then we got to make a plan to get there, okay? So I'm trying to find this one quote. All right. So, and y'all, having this vision and plan does, it takes some time, but it saves you time in the future. If you have your vision, have your emotional connection, and then figure out what it takes to get there, then all you have to do is those steps every day. You know what you already have to do. So it really does take, you know, it takes time to plan it, but once it's planned, it's going to make you way more efficient, and it does take less time because you just know what you got to do. Okay. It keeps you focused and gives you a purpose. Like I said, you don't go to the computer and go, okay, Facebook time, power hour. Oh, look, she got a new puppy, blah, 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 you know, and you get off in the black hole that is Facebook. Because believe me, I've done it. I've been there where I've been on the computer for like 20 minutes and I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I looking at all of this stuff? I need to work. What do I need to do? Have a plan, okay? And you will be more focused and more productive. So let's see. I love this quote. If you don't know where you're going, you'll end up someplace else. Again, vision, steps, and then the last step, execution. Okay, so you have to know where you're going. So for me, I wrote down my vision. Like I said, those things, those bullets that I told you, I wrote down what I wanted. Then I said, how do I get there? Okay, so for example, let me show y'all what I did. Where's the share your screen? Oh, here we go. All right. So I think y'all can see this. Here is my 2017 vision board, okay? And if you've heard of vision boards, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, this, you know, law of attraction, magical mumbo jumbo, but that's not what it's about, okay? There are some people that think, oh, you just put it out there, I can put it on a board and it's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen unless you put in the steps that are gonna make it happen, okay? It's not gonna happen unless you do the action. That's what I was trying to say, okay? But having this vision board allowed me to take that vision, those things that I said that I wanted, and see them every day. And then once I made this, I wrote down what it's gonna take to get me there, okay? So let me kind of share. I hope y'all can see this. But so you'll see over here is kind of my business stuff. To be an elite coach, I want to see my weekly income going up. I want to be a 5-star diamond coach, and I'm going to redo my branding and focus on my like page and all of that type of stuff. So all of these are great ideas, all right? We can all sit and think, okay, I want my income to come up. I want to be elite. I want to be 5-star. But what do you got to take to get there? So I sat down and I actually have steps, even more thorough, but these are just little bullets that I kind of put on the page. So right here, increase my team volume by 1,000 per month, and I want to get $2,000 a week income, okay? So these are my goals for the year. I wrote them down, and then I said, okay, well, if I'm going to increase team volume by 1,000 per month, what does that mean? Okay, so that means I want to get 2 to 5 new coaches on my team a month. I want to help those coaches get their business started and them also inviting people. And then $2,000 a week income. So what does that mean that I have to do per week? And what does it mean that I want to help my team to do per week? Okay, you've got to think about the steps to get you to this vision. And then I did all that. I wrote it all down, what it's going to take. So, and then again, so that was more for my business vision. Then down here, I've got some personal family vision, you know, a monthly date with my husband. So, and that means like at least once a month, we are getting dressed. We are going out to a nice dinner or out to a movie or, you know, doing something a little more fun, like a cooking class or painting class or something a little more not what we would normally do, you know? So once a month, a monthly date, and then each month, Kyle and I are going to date one of the kids. So we already went through, again, it's easy to say, okay, this year I'm going to each month go on a date with my husband and each month take one of my kids out on a date. That's easy to say, but unless you have a plan, it's not going to happen. So I, again, like made a little chart. And so for January, after Kyle and I went on our date, I wrote down where we went. And then I've got February, March, April. I've got all that written down and it's just waiting to be filled in. But I'm going to fill it in because it's on paper and I see it. And I'm making those steps to make this vision board a reality. As far as the kids, we already assigned each kid a month that they're going to get a date. And this doesn't mean, oh, we can't take them anywhere individually because it's not their month. I mean, clearly you're going to do. But this gives us a plan where we know, hey, you're going to get a special date with mom or dad this month where you get to, the girls can wear a dress and go out to dinner with daddy or whatever. It's just a little more special, and each of them are assigned a month because I want to make sure that that goal happens. Okay. Over here are my trips. We want to take the kids to Disney this year, which is a secret, so don't tell them. And so that is a plan that, again, is aligned with my income and stuff over here. So again, back to having this emotional connection to my business. If there's a day that I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to work, I can remember Disney. Oh, I really want to take the kids to Disney this year, and to make this happen, I got to make this happen. And to make that happen, what did I have to do? I needed to do, Reach Success Club, and I needed to get 5 new coaches this month. Oh, I better get to work because I have that emotional connection now, okay? Earn the free Success Club trip to Mexico and go on 3 camping trips with the family. We have a camper and we just hardly used it last year, so we want to go on 3 camping trips. I want to grow in my faith. So what does that mean? You can't just say, this year I want to grow in my faith. No. What does that mean? So I've got a picture of the Bible, and this is just a great book that kind of breaks down the things in the Bible to make it easy, and it's a great tool to teach like the 10 Commandments and things like that to your kids. So I put a picture of that there too. But again, this is just my board with pictures to help me remember. I've got all of my plan, my steps to make this all a reality written down. So growing in faith, what does that look like for me and my family? Going to church every Sunday, going to Sunday school every Sunday, going to Bible studies on Wednesday. Our church has family Bible nights every other weekend, so we're going to go to our family Bible nights. And, doing things like family devotions and stuff like that. Again, steps to make that vision a reality. Get professional family photos and fitness photos. Those coincide with my branding vision for my business. And we haven't had family photos done in 2 years. So that is on here. That's something that I want to do, that I want to make happen. Read 12 personal development books. I am great at listening to podcasts and watching YouTube videos, but I am not so great at sitting down, carving out that time every day to read. So I'm making that a huge priority this year, and I'm going to read at least 1 book a month, okay, at least. But I've done a much better job of carving that time out this year since this has been a plan of mine. And then eating healthier, 3 to 4 cheats a week. So again, I didn't just say I want to eat healthier. I gave myself a limit, 3 to 4 cheats a week. And, you can even have charts where you're writing down those cheats or planning them and then eating the good meals. And this type of stuff is also good to share with your challenge groups. If you're already doing it for you, share with your challengers. And then over here, just a few other things like that our family wants. A new basketball goal. Ours is like the big kind that's concrete in the ground, And but besides just a goal, our whole driveway, which our backyard is, there's a lot of concrete, a big backyard and a lot of concrete because our driveway comes in from the back. So it's kind of like this little basketball court. And the guys, my husband has talked about paving it, okay, which it's a lot to repave. So it's going to be a big financial decision. So that is what I put on here, knowing that that would be something that our family would use, getting all of that new concrete, getting a new goal, and a new back patio. So these are, you know, those items right there are, what's the word? Materialistic. That's the word I was looking for. So those are a couple of the materialistic things, but it's just a vision. It's what you want in the future in every aspect of your life written down, okay? And if you're curious, I did that vision board on PicMonkey. So I just Googled like picture images that would represent what I had written down for my vision, and then I just made a board. So I actually have a blank one that says Vision Board 2017. I think I do. So if you are wanting to make one, I can send it to you. And again, it's not about making a vision board and I put it on my board so it's going to come true. It's about organizing your thoughts, getting an emotional connection to your business of what do you want in all aspects of your life and writing it down. Okay, so a clear vision of what you want. And then after you have that vision, saying, okay, how do I get there? If I want to be 5-star, how do I get there? If I want to make, you know, $200 a week, how do I get there? If I want to eat healthier, what does that look like? If I want to go on a date with my kids once a month, what does that look like? What do I need to do to make sure that happens? Or how can I help myself make sure that happens? So emotional connection, clear vision, and then the biggest part is execution. None of that stuff is going to come true if you are not executing your vision. All right, so long-term results are created by the actions that you take every day. While we plan for the future, we act in the day, okay? The greatest predictor of your future are your daily actions. So these are just a lot, you know, some bullets, some little nuggets from this book that I wrote down. So again, back to that vision board when I was saying it's not like, oh, I wrote it down, it's going to happen. This says the physical universe will not respond to your desires, no matter how passionate or intense they are. The one thing that will get you there is action, okay? So you've got to do the work. You've got the vision, you've got the steps, then you just do it. So execution is the single greatest market differentiator. The barrier standing between you and the life you are capable of living is a lack of consistent execution. Effective execution will set you free. It is the path to accomplishing the things you desire. So I hope that you liked those things. I thought that those quotes were awesome. Again, it's all from this book. And if you write down, you know, those things of your life, that vision, and you write down all these things that you want, and then you go to start getting your clear vision of how to make those things happen, and you're like, I don't know how to make this happen. Let me know. Like if your goal is to make, you know, my goal is to start making $2,000 a week. Maybe your goal is to start making $100 a week. Whatever it is, if you're like, this is what I want, this is what I see for my business, but I don't know how to get there, then let me know. And I would love to help you come up with a plan of action to make your vision come true. Okay, so I know I've said it a lot, but just before we go, I'm going to say it again, the steps. So this call is all about your emotional connection to your business. All right, so look at all those aspects of your life and create a clear vision. What does it look like? What do you want in all of those aspects? And that will be your emotional connection to your business. And then once you know what you want, make the steps to help to get you there. You got to know how, this is what I want. So what does that look like? What do I need to do to get me there? And then execute on it. Okay. So I hope that this helps you. And y'all have a great week. I'm really excited about this month. It's going to be awesome. Some of you are already getting Success Club points on on the board. And our challenge group is growing great. Y'all are getting results. It's so exciting. And I am so glad that y'all are on our team and that we're in this together. It's going to be an amazing year. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.